What's up, guys? Thanks for tuning into this video of Elvis, Pontiac Silverdome, New Year's Eve 1975. So I knew about this concert for a long time, but I never really sat down and listened to it. Every time I think I kind of went to it before, like the sound quality's not too good, and it doesn't really just attract me. It didn't really attract me too much when I listened to it. But, so I finally like, you know what, I need to do a review on this. I want to know it for myself, and I'll let you guys know my perspective on it, my take on it. So here's the first thing. This was the biggest concert Elvis ever gave. He said that this was the biggest audience he'd ever performed to. He said ever performed to, because, this was 75, and in 73 he did Aloha from Hawaii, which went all over the world. But this was the largest attendance record Elvis ever had. 60,000 people were there, and this helped out Elvis a lot because Elvis needed the money, and Colonel was able to get this deal for him. And the funny thing about it is I believe the Pontiac Silverdome seated 80,000, but they left the very top tier open. They didn't sell out the first or the very top, which would have been like an extra 20,000, because Colonel was like, oh, the audience won't be able to see from there. It just won't be good. But his critics were like, no, that's because you don't think Elvis can totally sell out the Pontiac Silverdome. And, I kind of think it was the latter, possibly. I don't know. I think maybe Elvis could have done it. I mean, he got 60,000 there. But the thing is, if he would have got 75,000, it would have been, oh, Elvis didn't sell out the Pontiac Silverdome. But anyway, Elvis made $800,000 from the Pontiac Silverdome performance, and that was the most any performer has ever made for one appearance. Now, after he had to pay people off and pay bills and this and that, him and the Colonel were only left with 300,000, and they split that 1/3 Colonel, 2/3 Elvis. Now, getting into this performance, it wasn't that great of a performance. Elvis was really out of shape. Probably not feeling good, not looking too good, as you can see from these pictures. He was very overweight. Somebody, oh, it was just bloating. Hey, it was a little bit of both. Okay, I get it. Now, to start off the show, well, first of all, Elvis didn't like the stage setup. He was like 10 feet off the ground. His band members, the TCB band, was like below him by a lot. He didn't like that setup. The sound system was not good. Elvis goes on stage, couple songs into it, splits his pants, and he was quite embarrassed about that.
Thank you very much. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Get some water. I just ripped the seat out of my pants. Do you believe that? 60,000 people, son. I ripped the seat out of my pants. I'd like to tell you that it's... What are you laughing at? It could happen to you know that, don't you? I'd like to tell you that it's a pleasure to be here. And if I am... Can you hear me? If I appear nervous, it's because I am. This is the largest audience that we've ever played to. And I had to go and rip my pants. I've got to go and change suits. It won't take me a minute. So, I'd like for the Stamps to sing Sweet Spirit.
And another thing, because of the sound system, and it was actually very cold in there. This was like the end of December. Michigan, it's very cold. And the Silverdome isn't good for, that, because it's like a dome, you know what I mean? So it was very cold. The musicians were uncomfortable. They couldn't hear themselves. And Elvis and the band had a hard time communicating. Here's a few points that I'll show to explain that.
Yes, now I Yes, now I never my love away. each other. You know? I'll save you from the bridge. Sorry, leave us all, but you know. Yes, there were times, including another word, the record show. I took a blow. And did it my
Now, to top it all off, Elvis had stage fright. You know, all the years he's been in front of people, he still got very nervous. And for this performance, he was very nervous. 60,000 people there, his biggest audience, he was quite nervous. This is what he said about it.
There's a few people that I'd like to thank for making this show possible. But I ain't got time for that. All kidding aside, I was very nervous, you know, when I came out here. You made it a real pleasure. For that, we thank you very much.
Now, it wasn't a total catastrophe. Elvis did a pretty good job, you know, despite being nervous, despite the sound not being too great. He gave, honestly, maybe one or two performances that I think are worthy of you listening to. But this one, How Great Thou Art, he did a great job, and you can hear the fans really liked it. Other than that, not too many highlights in this show. Elvis kind of seemed a little uninspired. It could have been from nerves, could have been the way he was feeling. I don't really know. I think it was a combination of a lot of things, but this show is basically what I'm showing you is the highlights and lowlights. Other than that, you're not really going to find too many things in there that are that good. This version of How Great Thou Art, he did a fantastic job too, and I'll leave you off with this performance.
This next song is our gospel song that we get a lot of requests for. This features the Stems Quartet on How Great Thou Art. Consider all the words thy hands have made. I see the stars, I hear the rolling thunder. The universe display. Sing it, fellas. When Christ shall come, we shall not acclamation to take me home. What joy shall fill my home? Then I shall bow in humble adoration, and there proclaim, oh my God, how great thou art. And sing my soul, God to thee, Lord. because I can do it better. Okay. And I shall bow in humble adoration, and there proclaim, oh my God, how great thou art. And I sing to my soul, all the things I've got to thee.
Well guys, thanks for watching this video today. I hope you've enjoyed it. I'm blooping up this video here and this video here. Be sure to watch them both. Thanks for showing your support. In the description below, I have the links to Patreon, which I put up stuff that I don't put up on YouTube, and also my fitness page and Bible page. So I hope you enjoy it. I thank you that you've hit the like button, and we'll talk to you in the comments. I got a few more videos coming out this week, and I hope you all have a good Thanksgiving.